The Young and the Restless romances are always full of twists and turns, but nothing compares to the challenges Claire Newman and Summer Newman face. Tough decisions, hidden agendas, and tangled relationships keep things tense. But can a secret change the dynamic, forcing everyone to face important choices and decisions that could change their lives forever? The relationship between Summer and Kyle has always been a highlight of the series, but it has also been a source of many problems. Summer, with her complicated relationship with Kyle and their child, Harrison, has tried to maintain that connection, especially since she is Harrison's adoptive mother. This relationship has helped her form an inseparable bond with Kyle, and in some cases, she uses it as a tool to get what she wants. However, this could also be a factor that puts her at odds with potential rivals, like Claire. Meanwhile, Claire, who also cares deeply for Harrison, has become aware that Summer is using her relationship with the child to regain Kyle's attention. Claire is not one to be fooled. She has a sharp eye and quickly realizes that Summer is trying to use this blood connection to reassert her position in Kyle's life. And Claire cannot let that go easily. She realizes that if Kyle finds out, this will seriously affect their relationship. However, the situation becomes even more complicated when the possibility that Claire may be pregnant becomes a major factor. Could Kyle's child create an unbreakable bond between Claire and Kyle? Could this be the key to Claire getting the attention she desires from Kyle, while simultaneously pushing Summer out of his life? The answer is not easy. It is also important to remember that Summer not only has a connection to Kyle through Harrison, but she is also the child's adoptive mother, which makes her a strong presence in Kyle's life. In fact, this presence has become a factor that Summer can use to make it difficult for Kyle to give up on her. With the ability to nurture Harrison and the strong connection to the child, Summer feels she has an undeniable power over Kyle. But while Summer is confident in her plans, Claire is starting to see through her tricks. Not only does she love Kyle, Claire also realizes that having Kyle's child will give her a permanent connection to him. This could change everything, alter their relationship and put a stop to the plans Summer was hoping to make. However, the story doesn't end there. The most important thing is Kyle. As the man in the relationship, he is the one who will have to make the final decision. Will he choose Claire, with the hope of a stable future and a complete family, or will he continue to be drawn by his past and love for Summer? Whether Claire becomes pregnant or not, this will not be easy. Kyle will not only have to deal with his feelings, but also the complexities of his relationships with these two women. Will the child become the deciding factor in preserving or destroying Kyle and Summer's relationship? Will Kyle have to choose between them, or can he keep both in his life? The relationship between Kyle, Summer, and Claire will certainly not be easy, and the decisions Kyle makes will have far-reaching implications not only for the characters in the story, but also for Harrison's future. Love is a struggle, especially when complicated relationships begin to intertwine. Kyle will have to prove that he can find the balance between his love for Summer and his responsibilities to Claire and the child they share. But in a world filled with intrigue and calculation, can true love survive? Or is it all a lie, and lovers are just pawns in someone else's power game? The story of Claire, Summer, and Kyle is a lesson in sacrifice, loyalty, and the decisions people make when faced with life's challenges. And no matter what the outcome, we all know that love is never simple, and every relationship has its own complexities that only those involved can understand and make the right decisions. The Young and the Restless is all about complicated decisions and complicated relationships. And the story between Claire, Summer, and Kyle is one of those stories where love, family, and relationships all intertwine in a tense way. Claire, who is trying to find her confidence, discovers that her insecurities are becoming more and more apparent. These insecurities not only affect her personally, but may also be a deciding factor in changing everything around her, from her relationship with Kyle to her relationships with loved ones. Victor and the relationship between Summer and Kyle. One of the people who cannot be ignored in this story is Victor Newman, Harrison's grandfather, and a big influence on the decisions of those around him. Victor's love for his granddaughters is undeniable, but he always believes that the unity between Summer and Kyle is the most important thing for Harrison's sake. This statement from Victor causes a major shift in the relationships between the characters, especially Kyle and Claire. While Victor always wanted to see Summer and Kyle reunite, he couldn't help but feel dissatisfied with Kyle's relationship with Claire. Even though Victor has his own thoughts on who should be with Kyle, he knows that every decision Kyle makes will directly affect the stability of Harrison's life, the child Victor loves very much. Claire, the inner battle and the decision to get pregnant. Claire, who always seems to try to appear confident, can't help but notice her own insecurities. Despite having clear plans to win Kyle's affection, Claire increasingly feels like she is facing greater challenges. The relationship between Kyle and Summer seems to be getting stronger, especially when Summer and Harrison have a strong bond. This relationship is not only a romantic one between Summer and Kyle, but also a bond with Harrison, whom Summer is raising as a foster mother. This makes Claire feel even more excluded and out of place in Kyle's life. But Claire is not one to give up easily. She knows that if she wants to win Kyle back, she has to find a way to change things. And could one of those ways be to get pregnant? Having a child with Kyle would not only be a way for her to bond with him, but also create a lasting bond that even Summer cannot erase. Claire begins to realize that if she can get pregnant with Kyle, it could be the key to keeping Kyle by her side, creating a sustainable future for the two of them and putting herself in a stronger position in this competition. Is Claire really pregnant and taking her relationship with Kyle to the next level? Claire's pregnancy is an open question, but it could be a major turning point in the story. If Claire is indeed pregnant, she could not only create a strong bond with Kyle, but also completely change the dynamics of her rivalry with Summer. While Summer has always had a bond with Kyle through Harrison, Claire could create a different, unbreakable connection, a bond through blood. Kyle and Claire's child could be the reason she can hold an important position in Kyle's life, and in Victor's heart. But will this relationship really last? While it may create a strong bond between Claire and Kyle, that doesn't mean things will be easy. Kyle will be faced with a very difficult decision, between maintaining his relationship with Summer, Harrison's mother, and starting a new family with Claire. If Claire becomes pregnant, it will create a stronger bond between her and Kyle, but it will also complicate her relationship with Summer. Love, power, and Kyle's final decision. The story is not just about love, but also about power, family, and the difficult decisions Kyle must make. Will he choose Summer, Harrison's adoptive mother, and the person who shared important moments in his life? Or will he choose Claire, who offers him a new relationship, a chance to create a family of his own? With Victor's intervention, who is always trying to protect the stability of his family, Kyle will have to find a way to resolve all these conflicts. Kyle and Claire's relationship may become stronger if Claire becomes pregnant, but it may also make Summer even more determined to keep her love for Kyle. The rivalry between these two women will never be easy, and Kyle's decisions will determine the future of them all. Is love strong enough to conquer all obstacles? The story between Claire, Summer, and Kyle will be more than just a simple emotional battle. It will be a battle for power, family, and the future. The decisions Kyle makes will not only affect his relationship with Summer and Claire, but also the future of Harrison, the child they all love and want to protect. Claire and Kyle's relationship could create a lasting bond if Claire becomes pregnant, but will that be enough for Kyle to give up on Summer and the future of the family he has built? Love on the young and the restless is always full of challenges and surprises. And for Claire, Summer, and Kyle, the decisions they make will change their lives forever. Claire, Summer, and Kyle's romance, a battle for love, power, and pregnancy. Decisions on the young and the restless. Romantic relationships are always full of tension and unexpected situations. One of the most interesting and tense stories right now is the competition for affection between Claire, Summer, and Kyle, with the characters' sophisticated decisions and strategies. And one of the shocking details that cannot be ignored is the possibility that Claire intentionally got pregnant, hoping that this child would keep Kyle by her side and secure her future. But what if Summer found out the truth? Would this make the competition for affection more tense than ever? Claire's mischievous side, a plot or a mistake? Claire, a character with no shortage of charm and mischief, may have completely calculated a bold move to secure her place in Kyle's life. Despite her attempts to project confidence and control, There are moments when it becomes apparent that she is not someone to be trifled with. Raised by Jordan, a man who has a great influence on her, Claire has learned to use charm and cunning to achieve her goals. So it is perhaps not surprising that she begins to think of getting pregnant with Kyle as a strategy to create an inseparable bond between them. However, the question is whether this is a deliberate plan or just the result of an unplanned accident. Either way, one thing is clear: Claire getting pregnant with Kyle will create a permanent bond between them, one that will not be easily broken. In a world full of calculation and strategy, can Claire see this as a way to win Kyle's heart forever? Summer finds out and reacts gently. Of course, Summer won't sit still when she learns that Claire may be pregnant with Kyle's child. She'll feel betrayed and immediately see this as a ploy to gain Kyle's attention. Claire's pregnancy, whether intentional or not, will be a huge blow to Summer, and she won't hesitate to accuse Claire of manipulating Kyle. With her assertive and unyielding personality, Summer will likely find a way to make Kyle suspicious of Claire, even implying that she's deliberately setting him up to take Summer's place. Summer is not only Harrison's adoptive mother, but she's also someone who has built a deep bond with Kyle over time. Their relationship has been tested and intertwined by strong emotions and unbreakable bonds. Therefore, Claire being pregnant with Kyle's child could be a complete game changer, and Summer will certainly do everything she can to protect her position. With or without Claire's manipulation, Summer will not easily accept the appearance of a new person in Kyle's life, especially when that person can be tied to him through a child. The rivalry between Claire and Summer will certainly become more intense than ever if Claire's pregnancy is discovered. Both women have their own reasons for wanting to win Kyle's heart. Summer, with her deep connection to Harrison and long history with Kyle, will not easily give up her position to Claire, who is new to his life. She knows that Claire's pregnancy could be a deliberate strategy to gain Kyle's power and attention, and Summer will not hesitate to do everything to protect that. But can Claire really foresee the consequences of this pregnancy? She may think that the child will secure her future with Kyle, but the reality may be different. Kyle will face a series of difficult decisions, and the choice he makes may change everyone's lives. If Summer is determined to convince Kyle that Claire is deliberately manipulating him, will he believe her, or will he continue to stand by Claire and the child she is carrying? Victor Newman, a controlling grandfather and family strategies. Victor Newman's involvement in this story is undeniable. Despite his deep love for both Summer and Claire, his support for Summer and Kyle's relationship is not a surprise. Victor understands that family is the most important factor, and he wants to see Kyle and Summer reunite for Harrison's sake. However, Victor also knows that once Kyle has Claire's child, his relationship with Summer will no longer be as easy as before. This may force Victor to adjust his strategy, and if Claire is indeed pregnant, he may find himself having to make a decision that will affect them all. An emotional battle that will make Kyle make a big decision. This puts Kyle in an extremely awkward position. As a man facing two women he loves in different ways, Kyle will have to make a crucial decision. Will he choose Claire and the child she carries, or will he choose Summer and their long-standing relationship, especially with Harrison, the child they both love? If Kyle decides to side with Claire, it will not only cause a major crisis in the family but also destroy his relationship with Summer forever. On the other hand, if he chooses Summer, Claire will feel betrayed, and their relationship will face countless challenges. And no matter the outcome, the relationship between Claire, Summer, and Kyle will never be the same. Conclusion: is love enough to win over all strategies? Love, rivalry, and power are always intertwined on The Young and the Restless. The story between Claire, Summer, and Kyle will not end easily, and Kyle's decision will be the key to deciding not only his future but also the future of those around him. Is love strong enough to overcome sophisticated strategies and scheming manipulation? Or in the end, only difficult decisions and sacrifices can help this relationship survive? The answer will depend not only on the feelings each person has for each other, but also on the ingenuity in the decisions they have to make. The Young and the Restless, love stories are always full of fluctuations and unpredictable twists. One of the stories that is currently attracting the attention of viewers is the struggle for affection between Kyle Abbott, Claire Newman, and Summer Newman. This story not only revolves around love but also the battle for power, family, and difficult choices of each person. Kyle and Claire's relationship is getting more complicated, especially with recent revelations that Claire may be pregnant, which could change things completely. But is this really the turning point Claire has been waiting for? Turning point: Kyle and Claire take their relationship to the next level. Kyle and Claire have been in a complicated relationship for a long time. They've shared intimate moments and even shared a bed for a while, setting the stage for the possibility of a child entering their lives. In a relationship like this could open a new door not only for their relationship, but also for Claire to assert her place in Kyle's life. Whether Kyle and Claire are together for love or other reasons, having a child could be Claire's way of establishing a lasting bond with Kyle. If the young and the restless decides to explore this direction, Claire's pregnancy could be a game-changer. A child between Kyle and Claire would not only tie them together by blood, but would also create an unbreakable bond between the two. Claire, a cunning and determined character, would not hesitate to see this child as a way to gain Kyle's love and attention. For Claire, this could be the perfect strategy to gain favor with the man she loves, while also building a sustainable future. Victor, dark predictions and warnings for the future. While Claire may dream of a future with Kyle through a child, one person who has always warned against this relationship is Victor Newman. Victor, with his experience, is not easily fooled by emotional decisions. He has witnessed too many affairs and complicated relationships in his family to believe in a happy ending for Kyle and Claire. So Victor would not stop making gloomy predictions about their future. The arrival of a child into the relationship could change everything. A child would bring Claire and Kyle together, but it would also create an inevitable element in Summer's life. Kyle would not be able to continue living in the limbo between the two women without facing some tough decisions. And will Victor's predictions about the sustainability of this relationship come true? Only time will tell. The relationship between Kyle, Claire, and Summer on the Young and the Restless is entering a challenging phase. Victor's predictions about an uncertain future between Kyle and Claire are just one of the factors that will create tension in this relationship. With a child on the horizon, will Claire be able to keep Kyle by her side, or will Summer win the battle for his heart? Unexpected twists and turns are sure to follow, and Kyle's crucial decisions will determine the future of all three. Subscribe to YNR to stay up to date with the latest news on our channel.